Good morning. Welcome to
Keep It Tight.
Keep It Tight.
She's glassing up. She's getting ready.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to glass up. Well, not glass up. Do I have? Oh, I do.
I'm fairly addicted to the old lip gloss.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Needing something on the lips.
You love having something on the lips. Now, hang on, you have a button open on your jumpsuit there.
Thanks very much.
Well, you have two buttons open.
What the hell did this happen?
Oh, you're just trying to get new people on Thanks to Milk. I shouldn't have said anything.
God.
Actually, I bought these shorts the other day.
Yeah, so I see. The shopping hasn't stopped then.
I had to buy a pair of shorts. I got rid of a pair of denim shorts.
Yeah.
That were...
You had no jeans to cut
They
up
were
then.
kind of bet on me.
Yeah.
I just said I get a different style.
They're cute anyway.
But somebody goes to me, oh, Emma, your fly is open there. I say, oh, fuck, I've just bought these today. I hope it's not going to be a pair of jeans that the fly is fucked, or a pair of shorts, whatever. It's not. But do you remember my friend in Austria who I bought the jeans off, who was following me around the shop, and she was going to I was getting the vibe she was nearly going to jump into the change room with me.
Oh, yeah.
Though I bought a pair of jeans there, and the fly's a Dodge fly.
Oh,
so annoying. And they're lovely pair of jeans. Like, I know
Maybe you could get that replaced. Get the zip replaced.
Oh, what I mean, it could be yours.
No, not unless they'd have to be fabulous jeans that you were thinking.
I mean,
about.
they're nice, but like,
no,
I could do the
No, they'd have to be
safety
more
pin.
than nice. They'd have to be, these are magnificent. I'm going to replace the zip. If they're not magnificent, no.
Yeah.
They charge you. I don't know. What do you think it would cost you to replace a zip?
I think it would cost 40 quid.
I was going to say 30, and then I thought, no, don't be ridiculous. It won't be 30. And then I thought 50 is too much, so you were probably bang on. 40.
I think about 40, yeah.
That's insane. Do you know that's insane?
I know, but everyone's got to get paid, haven't they?
I noticed a zip yard there all over. They've got signs up everywhere, wanted seamstresses and...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do get a
shortage of people who can do that kind of work.
Well, I do, every so often, I do think to myself, I'd love to actually go to learn to sew. Like, I can obviously sew a little bit.
Learn a machine.
Learn a machine.
Yeah.
Learn a machine.
Put that in your list, Emma, because you've nothing to do.
No, but I would like to do that. That wouldn't be...
It seems like a proper mammy thing to do, that at some point you can say, give that to me. And you sit down and goes,
Yeah.
Bzz. You know, our mothers could do it. Like, my mother could do that.
Yeah, well, my mum could do it as well.
There was a sewing machine in the house and she could work it.
I don't even know if it's the mammy side of it. It's kind of like the creative side of it.
But
and
Emma,
kind of changing
people
things.
had sewing machines in the house. I'm not even talking about a modern one. I think my mother's was old school.
Singer,
there was a step under the table.
Like
there was a pedal.
Like a pedal, yeah. That's the word I was looking for.
Lovely thing to have. Like, people didn't go to alterations places for everything. I don't think there was an alterations place.
I think a lot of people got a sewing machine like as a big gift. You know, like as for her 21st or whatever.
Really?
Do you know what
I didn't.
Grandma got for her 21st?
What?
False teeth.
Jesus, at 21.
21. It was a big thing. So the teeth, I swear to God.
What happened to her own teeth?
So she had the few teeth left in the head.
At 21?
21, Deirdre.
She must have had some kind of gum disease or something bad happened.
No, don't think anything particular.
Emma, nobody needs their teeth replaced at 21.
No, it was very common. It was seen as like, this is fancy. So you might have lost a few teeth.
So you go and get them all pulled out. Oh, the trauma of this, I feel sick.
Yeah, and then lash the false teeth in and don't I look amazing? And then you don't have to worry.
Well, you would look amazing until you have to take them out at night and sit them beside you.
Yeah, but I suppose there was no contraception in Ireland. I suppose it was a way.
That would work, yeah. That would definitely work. Suddenly Shane McGowan's beside you in the bed.
But,
God, forgive me. It's a bit harsh.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. Yeah.
No, but that was the thing. Like, it was quite an expense, quite a fancy thing. And you see the teeth, there wasn't any remedy for the teeth.
I'm not shocked at the false teeth. I'm shocked that she was 21.
I think the theory was the teeth, once they start causing you trouble, they're just going to keep causing you trouble. Hugely expensive.
Yeah.
To try and fix them, and they wouldn't have been able to fix them the same way they can now. So
but
just
Emma, the
get them.
trauma of having your teeth pulled, love, and suddenly looking at yourself with no teeth. And not,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she didn't look, but, you know, they were
Well, I
going in and
always-
out every night, so you would see yourself without the teeth.
I always knew it were false teeth, but obviously because I never knew anything different, I didn't know that they were false teeth.
And they were probably gorgeous teeth, like beautiful looking
and actually,
teeth.
in fairness, like, my dad doesn't have bad teeth. None of them have bad
So
teeth.
it wasn't a gum disease then. It wasn't a genetic, it wasn't something, you know.
No, I think it was just kind of the style at the time. But I think
The
as well,
style was to get all your teeth pulled out.
I think as well, they just kind of loved a bit of, not that they loved a bit of trauma and pain, but they were just kind of, that's what they did. The family was only wrapped up. Do you know what I mean? Can't be enjoying ourselves too much.
She would have had childbirth with no painkillers or anything like that. She would have been.
Of course.
There wouldn't have been an epidural in sight. Wouldn't have been. There would been nothing.
Of course not.
Nothing.
Ah,
Yeah.
be lashed
So I
out the
would have
kids.
thought she'd had enough trauma. She was 21.
Yeah, well, this is before she had the kids.
Oh Jesus! She had the teeth pulled out first.
Yeah, but sure, once you'd have
This is
kids,
shocking.
you wouldn't be having the time to be looking after yourself. You wouldn't have the time to go to the
You're
dentist for
bringing back a few
yourself.
horror stories to me. I remember when around the time when I was getting the kids' teeth checked, I was told a couple of horror stories about kids who had bad gum disease, and basically the dentist pulled all the teeth, and they weren't properly told or explained. Now this is what's going to happen, and the child completely fucking traumatized, never getting over like.
Oh, I know a few
breakdown.
people that have a real fear of the dentist, and they'd have to. I mean, if they're getting a filling, they'd have to get the old gas in air. Like oh look, how has it not moved on? That when the dentist is trying to figure out which tooth is sore, they just hammer your teeth, and you have to tell them which one hurt. There has to be a better way. When they start this crack of, now tell me if this is sore, I'm just lying there going, have we not moved on?
Yeah,
I know they get an
I haven't
X-ray.
been in the position where I've never been able to say exactly where the pain is. I don't get that. I'm going, it's this one.
It's there, but they still do the little pokey
Bit of
hammer.
hammering.
Maybe it's just the ones I
want to
beat
make
for
sure
the crack.
it's not just the one.
Yeah, is that
Do
sore?
you see, maybe they're dying,
They're like, that's
dying
the
to
one.
pull them all. They're thinking, oh, maybe I've got someone that can pull all the teeth out of her head here. That'd be great.
Do you think it's nice for them to pull a tooth?
Yeah. Maybe they've had a day like you have, just in
Yeah.
a fucking supermarket, with, hang
remember
around, they
my
want to kill someone. And they go, oh, here, great, here comes a young one, her teeth are fucked. I'll just pull them up. Great.
I think my mum was getting a tooth pulled there, I don't know, a while ago, a couple of years ago, but she said it was really hard to get out.
Yeah.
And your man nearly had
Rummaging
the fucking...
away.
Your man nearly had his knee up on her fucking chest.
Yeah.
To try and get this yoke out of her head.
You're looking for them to, you're waiting for them to go to the boot of the car and take out the jack to fucking push you up and bend you over and pull up your fucking leg and smash your head in. There, now, got it. You're better looking now. Big gap there in your head. Anyway.
Fucking hell. Speaking of teeth.
Oh, speaking of teeth. Great segue, Emma. Honours. When they hear what we're going to talk about, which is Katie Price.
Katie Price.
So we both started watching the Katie Price story, which is on Sky, I think.
Yeah.
It's called the Katie Price story? Or is it called Jordan? I can't remember what it's called.
It has some title, I think, yeah.
I tell you, the teeth, though, are extraordinary. They're too big for her head, love, now.
Yeah.
She's so thin.
Yeah, she was always very thin.
She's always very thin, but in this she looks...
She's changed in the last couple of years.
Man, hasn't
but
she?
She's constantly... I always hold out hope because I'm like, well, she's constantly just kind of tipping away at herself. But
what are you holding out hope for? For...
that she'll change again.
That she'll make a comeback and that she'll suddenly look
her
better.
look will change again. She'll kind of look a little bit more like how I think the image of her I have in my head.
It's funny how a lot of the blondes go to very dark. It's an odd choice. Most people, as they're getting older, go lighter in hair colour.
She constantly goes from blonde to dark to... her hair is constantly changing as well, so...
I thought once she went to that dark that was quite recent. I kind of, for most of her life, remember her as blonde.
No, she's done dark before. She'll go back to blonde again.
Yeah.
So when you were watching that episode...
You're very sure. No, she'll go back to blonde again. I had a word with her, she told me.
I have a great loyalty for Katie. I'm like, no. And even as you start talking about how she looks, I'm like, I'm kind of like,
I saw that the bristles were up. Don't say it about my Katie. Now, I'll say this. I can't, watching the show, I developed a great affection for her. So I totally see where you're coming from. She has a vulnerability that you want to protect.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You want to protect her. And it's interesting. It's really interesting to get into the psychology of her. What I found most interesting was that she was a very shy kid.
Yeah.
How does a shy kid become so... what's the word I'm looking for now? Able to express themselves in that way, like take their clothes off, for example, or be.
She's kind of, I suppose, professional exhibitionist.
An exhibitionist, yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
I suppose it is common, I think, that shy people have this extreme side.
I thought when she was talking about, and I don't think I'd heard her say before, about her own kind of psychology around it. And I think it's kind of something like that all women can relate to when she's like, I wanted them to want me. But she's like, I
want them to look at me.
Yeah, and want me.
Yes.
And think that they could have me, but they couldn't have me.
Yeah, and that
couldn't touch me.
You can't, I didn't want them to touch me. I wanted them to be very clear, you can't have me.
Yes.
You can look.
Yeah.
And you can have the desire.
Yeah.
But you can't touch me. And that was her power. That made her feel powerful.
Yeah. And I totally got what she was saying.
Yeah.
Because I know at different points, like obviously not Katie Price levels, but like I remember in my early 20s where I did have a thing, and obviously like, I'm talking early 20s. I didn't have a boyfriend. I wasn't with any fellas. I did not want to be with any fellas. But I would occasionally, and I knew that I was doing it, I would occasionally kind of like check in on the male gaze. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, to see if it was omnipresent.
I would have a smooch with somebody.
Yes.
No intentions of this going any further into like dates or are we heading
just
back
wanted to check
somewhere?
in that you still had it.
Yeah, nothing at all.
But everything still worked.
I would kind of say, I suppose I'd probably like, oh sure, I'll do an L smooch. But I remember having some smooches with people where I'd be like completely dead inside. So these people weren't bad looking, like absolutely nothing wrong with them.
No. Yeah.
But it wasn't about them. So I remember kissing somebody where I was like, let's say that's loads now. That's enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of said,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
We've had every possible variation on the theme.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, oh, right, I've given them a bit of enough of a smooch. And then I'd be like, I just do that thing, I have to go. They'd be just like, what? All this build-up, all this messing, all of this.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, sorry, that was just about me. See ya.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't feel bad about it.
No. Why should you?
I know.
But
I remember in my early 20s knowing that that's what was going, and I knew like it would never get to the thing of I'd be like, oh go on, like let's meet up again, or there wasn't a chance. I remember one fella I really actually got kind of forced into giving him my phone number by his friend. The friend was do you ever have one of these friends like that? He's like dying for his friend to get his haul more than he is.
Wow.
Do you know one of these people that like they start managing?
That's how he's getting his kicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
a pimp.
Yeah.
For his mate.
Living vicariously kind of through him kind of buzz. So I think I did give him the number, but like maybe wrote back to him a couple of times. Do you know, just kind of, whatever. Because
It's
not going
interesting
anywhere.
our behavior around that stuff, because sometimes, as you say, when you're just doing it for yourself, you didn't have a language or a psychology to explain that to yourself at the time.
Yeah.
It's only now in hindsight I'm thinking, oh yeah, often I would end up kissing people that I didn't want to particularly.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly want to, as in really fancy them or anything. Just kind of
Yeah.
I wonder, was it a boredom thing or was it just an experimentation? Just see what this is like now.
Yeah, or would you have had a flirt with them before?
Well, if you're having a flirt, then you kind of want it, don't you? Well, this would be like,
Oh, no,
they're into you, but you're indifferent. But you end up going there anyway. So kind of all right, then I'll give you a go. Go on.
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of an experiment to see maybe something might happen. Because I have had smooches with people where I've gone, oh,
did you ever have this experience? I think this really only happened to me once, where I was flirting with somebody and he was flirting with me, and this was very delightful and went on for a couple of days. It was a nice old build up, and eventually the walk home, and it happened. Nothing.
Yeah.
Instant dead.
Yeah.
Instant dead.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the fucking shock of it. I remember this. About 3 days and I was so excited. It was like really building up, and then deadness. And I had to say, I have to go. And I remember his face being very shocked.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's just happened? But honestly, I might as well have kissed the wall.
Yeah.
Extreme, like. Extreme, like, there's nothing I can do here. There's nothing I can do.
Like in Back to the Future. Like Back to the Future, when she kisses him and she feels nothing. She feels it's all weird because he's actually her son, her future son. You know, Back to the Future, that bit.
Oh, yeah.
When they're in the car.
Yeah.
So he's probably related to you in some way.
I don't
and you being
so.
French, your spidey senses are up and you're like, no. Like,
no, this
French
is wrong.
Be doing that. It has happened to me twice.
I didn't think that was possible. If a flirt had been going on and you were nurturing this little thing, I didn't think that was possible.
Oh, it happened to me twice. So there was a fella who was a friend of a friend from college, and he had a big, tall fella, but he had...
This fella was tall. Is it to do with height?
Oh, big fucking tall fella. Big, tall fella. And he had... Now, I'm not going to say he had Anthony Boyle energy, but he had energy. He was a bit of a mouth, right? But whatever it was.
He had something. He had a bit of edge, like, so, yeah. You might look at him now and go, I know I wouldn't
grand.
Touch you with a... But at the time,
but he had a bit of something.
edge. That was enough back then.
Something.
You just had to have something, and he had something. Yeah.
And
the bar was low. Yeah. Like the bar was low.
He had something. So I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. So I kind of he would have been one of these people like I knew of.
Yeah.
For like a couple of years.
Yeah.
And he'd be occasionally out of things. He wasn't in our college. He was in, he was friends with someone who was in the college, right? So then there was one night where it was not all happening, but it was happening. Smooching happened. Nothing. I actually panicked at the start.
I was like, it's an awful shock.
I was like, what?
Why should I be kissing a cardboard box?
And I went and checked again. I was like, oh, it just died. I had another fella.
And is it both people feeling? Because I do remember on that story I'm telling you.
Oh, he was shocked.
He was shocked when I said I was going. But it was almost like I was thinking, I was hoping he was thinking, this is not a thing.
Mm.
But I just thought, is it possible that one person is feeling something and the other isn't? Do you think that's possible?
I think this fella thought that you're grand. I think he thought that I didn't want to sleep with him or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what he thought.
I think that might have been what happened in my instance as well. No. But
it was just, I happened to be a fella.
Anyway.
The English boyfriend who I had over staying in the house.
Mm.
I think of it now. So it's this bit, like, Deirdre, massive fucking build-up. I'm like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's coming to stay. Like, it's kicking off, Deirdre.
Yeah, huge build-up, yeah.
And then, now there had been stuff before, but this was like, do you know what it was actually? Do you know what happened? Nothing wrong with this fella at all. Lovely looking. Lovely
I
looking.
do love to point out there was nothing wrong with them. The bar is very low as well.
No.
When you have to establish. No, there wasn't anything wrong with them. Just one head.
Nothing wrong with
Two
him.
arms, yeah.
Lovely looking fella.
Yeah.
Like kind of muscular, but like not like buff, like big, but like
anyway.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What happened there was, it was his personal smell.
Oh, Jesus,
So
Emma.
this was not B.O.
Christ.
This was his own smell. Like,
there was a smell
the
that
smell of himself, his jumpers, all his stuff.
He had a smell. See, most people don't have a smell.
It wasn't strong. It wasn't like it stink up a room.
No,
this was
but
not
it was
B.O.
a smell.
But his body smell, I got a sniff of it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That was the end of it.
Gone. It was gone. And he's staying.
Deirdre. He's travelled and he's staying.
Deirdre, he's staying in my house.
Oh my God.
I'm going to school.
Disaster.
I'm going to school.
Yeah.
And while I'm at school, he's like fucking hanging out with my mom having cups of tea.
Yes, I remember you telling me this. Your mother got on with him. She didn't get the smell off him, obviously.
But I don't know if she'd been that close to him.
Well, she wasn't taking
she wasn't
taking her life to kiss this young fella later.
No. She was just like, she would just be pottering around. He'd just sitting there drinking a cup of tea.
Walking
and she didn't say
around.
anything bad about him. All she said to him was, it's very intense, isn't he? I was like,
Certainly is very intense odour, says you.
But like, I'd come home from school. I'm sure he'd be like, oh, finally. I'm sure he's sitting there going, right, it's fucking, it's 2:30, she'll be home soon. He's like watching the clock or whatever. Didn't go off and do anything.
This is quite mad, this story, yeah.
And I get home and I'd be like, oh, he's here.
Where else would he be?
I have to do my homework.
Anyway, did you ever get so as far as kissing him?
I did.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I was obviously spending more time with him. Because before I had been like my friend with the fella she was seeing, how we had kind of done more datey. So this was like kind of more maybe like intense. And I got a good old sniff of him. And I was like, oh.
No.
Yeah,
no,
it was
no,
gone.
no. An odour that doesn't agree with you. That's the end of that. It's like same as bad breath. That's not an option.
Yeah.
You can't deal with it. Once you get it,
yeah,
that's the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now listen, can we get back to Katie? Can we get back to Katie Price?
Yeah.
So the vulnerability is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I wanted to say to you was the missing dads, Emma.
Oh, yeah.
The missing dads. Because ultimately, this girl was craving attention and love, right? She just wanted love.
Yeah.
And like real love, like one person, one to fall in love, to be minded, to be looked after, which definitely stemmed from her dad being missing in action.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wow, this is a common story now, because wasn't Amy Winehouse exactly the same? Craving the love, addicted to the love, because her dad also wasn't living in the house. No, he left. They were separated when she was a child and he wasn't around. And she had these
but they were
real
very
problems with
later
men.
on.
Yeah, later on. But the damage was done. She always described how when she fell for people, it was like intense, too intense, like just fell for them like in an insane way. And it just seems, the more I hear of these stories, the absent dads, it just seems to create this need.
I didn't know that about Amy Winehouse, because anytime I think of Amy Winehouse and an Amy Winehouse documentary, I think of the dad, Mitch.
Yeah, I know, but
talking
Mitch,
about Amy and all that.
Yeah, they had a relationship all right later on because she desperately wanted him in her life. She wanted him in her life. But he left. He was gone. She wasn't around when she was a young one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the damage was done. Just this story. It's just when people when the dads go,
absent dad, absent parent for a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't always manifest in this response.
Yes.
Obviously that you'd have this great need for
Or feeling like a parent.
A male to love you and adore you kind of unconditionally, maybe. Like, for example, people who've lost a parent young, like Bono. You know that story where he was 13, and an awful lot of rock stars, an awful lot of musicians seems to have lost a parent young. And so they're filling the void. I'll get attention. I'll get attention from the world. I'll get love from the world to fill the void. And it's a thing. But for girls, for little girls to lose their dad, it just seems to be like I don't know examples of little boys losing their mums, but maybe it's exactly the same thing. I just don't seem to know as many stories. Whereas this seemed to I thought, oh yeah, seen this before.
Well, I suppose there is a thing of like societally, the dad makes a choice to be around or not.
Yeah.
Like I know, obviously,
very rare. Rare for the mothers to take off. Very rare.
Yeah. I can't, because actually I was talking to somebody there the other day about divorce, but I was just saying at the stage I'm at, you know, when you're younger and you hear about divorce, or you're just watching TV shows and there's like they're divorced and they're living with the mom and stepdad and all, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, whatever. But I was like, now it's like, you know, big girl or whatever. Thing, there's like, you know, if say somebody I knew was getting divorced, like it must be such a fucking upheaval.
Oh, it's chaos.
Upheaval, like when there's kids and everything.
Yeah,
and like,
even grown up kids, it's chaos no matter what size they are. In fact, maybe I think it's easier when they're little and they're not as aware. I actually think that's easier. Yeah. I mean, if they're older, if they're at that teenage age, it's disastrous. But then adult age just seems to really cause kind of huge problems as well.
Even
I think when they're little and kind of oblivious is probably best because you can create normality for them.
Yeah, but you'd be watching, like, say, even in Ireland. I mean, it's a very small country, but there's a good thing about it being a very small country. Like you can get everywhere in Ireland. One drive, one day.
Loads of advantages and loads of disadvantages.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll be watching these shows in America, like, or reality shows, or even people that I would know online, and say the couple have split up. They all seem to get married when they're fucking 20 or something. Couple split up. They've 3 kids. They started out, they were all living in California or whatever it was. Yeah. And now the dad has gone off. He's
moved halfway across the country.
He's living in Texas. He has a new wife and they have a family together now.
I know. And what's with them moving miles away?
What's this all about?
Yeah.
What's with you might see them twice a year. I'm like, that's crazy. Imagine like that person was your dad who was in the house every day. Your parents were up, and then he just goes and starts another family with somebody else.
This happened to a friend of mine.
Like a 2-hour flight away.
This happened to a friend of mine. They separated, and he was a manager of hotels, and suddenly she was meeting him, and the separation was difficult. Like, I mean, is there any? Yeah, many are not difficult. Difficult, really hard breakup. Kids were small, like 8. Like 7 and 8 or 9, 7 and 9 boys. And he suddenly got a job in Japan. I said, I want you to come meet me for lunch. She met for lunch. And he said, yeah, I got a job in Tokyo. I'm going. She was like,
what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. You're not going to see your sons. You're choosing as their dad to take a job in Tokyo. Yeah. And he was totally... Like, he was punishing her.
Yeah.
But, like, the mindset wasn't, I can't leave my boys. The mindset was, no, that'll work. That'll show her. That'll punish her. I'm gone. Good luck. Do it on your own. And
you want, like, kind of, you wanted to do it on your own. Now do it on your own.
I'll fuck off now and good luck to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking bonkers, isn't it? But also just who can turn their back on little ones and just say, I'm going? How do they, like, not have the pull? How do they not after a week go, oh, my God.
And time flies.
I'm missing them.
Time For lies.
No missing them, or if there was missing them, didn't express it. Or
Yeah.
I think for the first couple of years there were visits back and an attempt at a to and fro, but sure, that dries up, you know. And as soon as a new woman comes on the scene, everything goes.
Yes.
Everything goes. But this,
and like another, obviously not this, but just like being away from your kids. I was talking to somebody the other week, a dad who was away working loads.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, when did you decide like you were kind of done doing that or whatever? And he said he came home and the kids, they had a few kids, and the youngest was talking to him. And he said he hadn't a breeze of what he was saying. And then the rest of the kids start going, oh, he's talking about his dodie. He's looking for his dodie. He fell behind the couch. But the fact that everyone else, like it's kind of some family thing, like there's people around, everyone else knew exactly what his youngest son was talking about.
Yeah.
And he hadn't a clue. And he said it suddenly dawned on him, oh God,
I'm out of the loop.
I've done my time away. It's time to come back for a while. Because of how fast, especially with the younger the child is, how fast everything moves on. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
But even like if you're off in Japan or whatever, I mean, how often are you going to come home? Once a year?
That's it, love. That's what I'm saying to you.
So your children kind of become nephews.
So clearly.
Really?
I remember how upset my friend was. I remember so clearly calling me and telling me he's going to Japan, and she was devastated for her kids.
Mm-hmm.
She took on the grief of, okay, they're losing their dad now. Because that wasn't her intention. Well, in fact, it wasn't her intention to split it all. It was all driven by him, as far as I remember. But she was so sad, and it was just like, why do you have the ability to go? Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to.
Crazy.
Do you think it does seem to be more male that the men have the ability to go? They can just leave their children.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I obviously don't think it's good for the children. I mean, that's a given.
No,
but
of course,
I don't.
It's awful. Love.
I don't. Yeah, but I'm saying like.
This is what we're talking about. The void.
I don't think it's good for the men either.
What is the damage you're doing there?
I don't think it's good for the men either.
Oh well, his life turned out very badly. It all went pear-shaped.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's good for.
No.
The father figure to. I don't think it's going to serve them in the way that perhaps they do. We'll have to talk about this more. Thanks to MILF, because obviously I do have a little bit of experience in this.
Yes.
Category. So let's talk about it later on. Thanks to MILF.
Well, also what you said to me as well was interesting on the Katie Price thing. Just to get back to a more more fun element of it before we leave it was how boob jobs weren't a thing.
Yes, she was saying that when she got her first boob job, that the Sun, page 3 or whatever, the thing was meant to be that it was all natural.
Emma,
but she said that she
just
came
talk
out
about the culture of page 3 for a minute?
Oh, but even I didn't know that the build up to her getting a boob job and like that the readers were asked their opinion on the boob job. And
should she or shouldn't she get the boob job? Polls. What do you think?
Because nobody
80% said no. But don't think she should.
Nobody was coming out then and openly saying, I've had a boob job, I'm getting a boob job, or whatever.
No, it was taboo. It was like wild. It was a wild thing to do. It just shows you how quickly things become normalised.
I know, and I feel like that's what the two looks were when I was growing up. It was the heroin chic, or it was the glam lads mags, glamour boobs, the fake boobs, kind of that modelling or whatever.
After fake boobs, I think Botox was the big taboo. With fake boobs, Botox, and I'll tell you what the next one is. The GLP-1s. So everybody, there's a bit of taboo around that now.
Yeah.
Watch this space. In 5 years' time, everybody will be openly going, oh, yeah, no, I'm taking it. Are you taking it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, or I'm taking a little bit.
It'll just become, whatever. People be microdosing that up the yin yang. Be no bother.
Yeah, or I suppose now it's kind of at a talking point, or you could still get on some, I don't know. I don't even know what the shows are. But
people are not admitting it. So it's that. It's like the same as the Botox. It's like for ages it was like, oh Jesus, you wouldn't admit that. So now nobody think twice about saying they've having Botox.
It's still a thing where you'll get on to like Claire Byrne to chat about that you've been on Ozempic or Manjaro, and then let's throw to the audience to get everyone else's opinion on what you're doing.
And we'll all have a good laugh at this in a couple of years' time because 40% or 50% of the population will be on it.
But it's so funny that the thing still exists of, you know, the thing of like, we don't want you to age. We don't want you to look like shite.
No.
You have to look well. You have to look perfect. But we don't want you, that your vanity is so through the roof that you would pay to fix that or have professional help with that.
No, we'd like you to have professional help, but not to extreme levels.
It's kind of professional help that we can't tell.
The extreme level seems to be the knife. Whether that's a boob job or a facelift or whatever, that seems to be the line. That's the line. We don't want you to cross that line, but we'd like you to run right up to the line.
Yes, and with
go
the
right
weight,
up to it now. Have a tread lift, have the fucking CO2, have the micro needling, have the old therapy, have all the fucking treatments, and go right up to the line, and then stop yourself.
Because then you're a vain bitch.
Then stop yourself because then you've gone too far. You can't see the line. Totally. You've lost the fucking plot.
And the thing with I feel like the thing with the weight is, and the Ozempic and the Manjaro is, there is an air of, well, look, you stupid bitch, you got yourself into that situation. We want you to work and suffer to lose that weight.
Yeah.
You doing those jabs seems a little bit fucking too easy.
Oh yeah, there's business.
And that pissed me right off.
Be a bit of bitterness, and then you're like, going around.
Oh, why did you have to lose weight? No, I've been basically the same weight my whole adult life. But I wanted Fatso over there to have to go through a bit of suffering before they could look like me.
Yeah, correct. As opposed to acknowledging you're just genetically lucky.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, but there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of judgment as well. And there's always those women who had just had the few salad leaves and a bit of grapefruit that they were pinched in the mouth.
Oh, you know what?
Pinched in the mouth character. Looking at you because you're having an ice cream.
Oh, it's very common. And they call them online, they call them almond moms.
Almond moms, do they?
Yes. So people take videos or whatever of their mothers who they go for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
They go out for dinner as a family, and she's like, oh, I had a very big lunch today. Or basically, I suppose the name comes from that. If she was having a couple of almonds, she'd count them out and keep track. I had 3 almonds.
Oh, God.
I had 3 almonds and a whatever for my breakfast. I said they just eat like the most minuscule portions.
They've gone right up to the line. They've run right up to the line of eating disorder, but they haven't crossed the line.
Yeah, well,
they're just
the
disciplined.
Baby toe was kind of on the line.
The
let's
baby
be fair.
toe is on the line. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose it's disordered eating rather than eating disorder.
Yes,
but
yes.
I mean,
Look at the therapist.
You just have to switch the words back around, and there you have it.
Disordered eating. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I really thought the boob job thing was very interesting.
Disordered eating. That we would all be high praise if we could all discipline ourselves a bit. Fuck off. Fuck off. Just enjoy our food.
But the boob job thing was funny, particularly from the thing of like, you know, should she or shouldn't she get it done? But like,
but
her job is like a glamour model.
Yeah.
If anyone should be able to get a boob job without any judgment,
surely it's a glamour model. But it wasn't at the time.
It's part of their job.
And they're putting the poll out. Should she have it done? Should she not have it done?
Crazy.
Fascinating. But she, what was interesting as well was she desperately wanted not just a boob job. Like it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
never enough. No, bigger.
She
And her
wanted to
little
look.
tiny frame
I
of a
know.
body. She did look spectacular. I mean, I always remember her. And like I've just gotten to the episode now where she's gone into the jungle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, Emma, it's fascinating. It's a great watch, isn't it, for nostalgia?
Yeah.
For looking back though as well, the culture of celebrity was insane. The tabloids were the phones. See, it's all moved onto the phones, but the tabloids had control and so much power.
Oh, yeah, like the magazines were
So
big
much power.
for me.
Huge. We
Growing
all
up.
bought magazines.
My thing was,
I couldn't tell you when I last bought a magazine,
do
by
you
the
know
way.
what my thing was that I did, right? And then I look back at it now, it's absolutely insane. I say we go to college or something like that, right? And I go off to get the bus. I'd have had a couple of smokes. And I'd have one smoke walking from my house to Circle K, right? I'd nip into Circle K. I'd get a magazine. I'd get a bottle of Coke.
Yeah.
Might get a cappuccino as well. And I get one of those, they used to have, I don't know if they still have them, but big, like double chocolate muffin with chocolate chips in it and like the Nutella.
I wouldn't. There's a chance on this earth that she'd pick up a double chocolate muffin now.
I'd have to be in a bad way. Then I'd go over to the bus stop and I'd kind of smoke until that came. Then on the bus, I'd have my bottle of Coke, my chocolate muffin, I'd read my magazine, I'd have my cappuccino. And I used to go around, dude, this is how thick I was. I used to go around the place going, I think I have IBS.
Because you were so bloated.
We're not equating it to the fact that I was starting every day.
Cake.
I was starting every day with 5 smokes, like 200 calories of sugar, of pure sugar.
Fizz, gas.
There's no Coke Zero. I wouldn't touch off a Diet Coke. This was a contour bottle of full fat Coke. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I was like, no, I definitely have IBS.
And you weren't telling yourself to elongate yourself or drink more water, which is what you needed to do.
Running to the jacks to go to the toilet.
But the magazine was
it was a treat. It was a treat. And the bus to Dunleary took a good long
magazine?
time.
I think it was Now I used to buy because Hello was quite expensive. Hello got very expensive.
Well, I didn't buy Hello, but the thing with Hello, which was great, is that I babysat for a woman at one stage. And she used to get Hello and OK. So if I was babysitting at night, I used to love that then.
Oh yeah, you'd get be fresh into, you'd catch up on what was happening in the world. And that was your only way. Imagine we have all that on our phones now. All that showbiz news, if you want it. You're not picking up. And they're still selling it. It's still for sale. So who's buying it?
Just don't know who's kind of throwing them in reception.
The hairdresser was a great place to catch up on a magazine.
Was a great place.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I'm not as good.
They'd bring you over 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And you'd get the full catch up by the time the colour was done. You'd have the news of the whole world, all the showbiz gossip down by the time you left the
I'm not as good on my showbiz gossip now because what happened was I had the app on my phone, the Daily Mail app.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually deleted it and I kept it off my phone because every time you click into it, it'd be like so-and-so's on holiday, enviable curves, pouring herself into fucking
we
dress.
need to not look
She's
at that.
emaciated, she's a fat bitch, she's a who, she's a this, she's a that, whatever.
That's what that is. So you have to keep
she's
that shit away from you.
She's the Virgin Mary. And I was like, this is fucking...
Deranged.
So when I felt like when I saw it in an app...
People have been reading that shite for years. And what does it do? It conditions us.
Yeah.
We're all
so you see, I think when it was in the magazine, there was more light and shade and there was more fluff bits.
Yeah.
There was more fluff bits about like, oh, here's fucking Claire from Emmerdale and she's having a great time. You know what I mean? Or whatever. There was more kind of like filler bits. Obviously, you read them last in the magazine when you'd read everything else.
Yeah.
But then with the apps and the online showbiz, the whole element, and I know obviously you have that, and like on a magazine cover, you have to have what is the thing on the magazine cover? You know, you have to have the cover story and your, and
headlines, the clickbait.
It's kind of,
a shocking headline that will get you to click. Yeah.
But obviously the whole magazine wasn't full of headlines.
No, it was just the cover to get you to buy it.
You know, you had
There'd be 3 on the cover and you bought it on that.
Yeah, and you had more light and shade, whereas as it all went to apps and online, every story had to be clickbaity because every story stood on its own.
Yeah.
So I think that when I started consuming it like that, I was like, because before you'd like, oh, Mad, she's after having an affair. Oh, that lipstick is quite nice. That outfit is nice. Oh, look at her. She married a hedge, mad bitch. And then on to a bit more scandal.
Yeah.
So when it was condensed into the app, it kind of started making me feel
sick.
Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah,
and now
you
I
got
did.
it off your phone. Good girl. Well done.
I did reinstall it one time and then
the Daily Mail. No.
And I got rid of it then.
You're dead right.
But
no,
I'm not
I think
as up on
actually,
it.
for the women in particular, we all need to boycott that shit. That's what I think.
Yeah. And what
honestly, I do. For us, like, just as a kind of take back the power of it, like, just stop reading that shite.
What's going to happen to magazines, though? Are they going to be gone? Are they, you know?
Well, that's what I just was saying to you a few minutes ago. Like, they're still on the shelves. So they must be selling enough to keep going. I just don't know who's buying them.
I think the teams are very small now. There's like 1 or 2 people who are the magazine.
The only time you'd be buying a magazine...
Airport, maybe?
Going to visit someone in a hospital.
Yeah.
Getting on a plane, it's handy if you don't want to read a book.
Yeah, if you don't want to commit to a book. And you might...
You just want something to... Yeah. Something. You might be sitting
which I can
for a while.
Or like if you know, it could be on now, I'm with kids and stuff.
Yeah. But I have to say, you see, I look at the phone, so I don't really buy...
I was thinking when I go on my holidays, I was like, will I treat myself to now like Vogue or something or whatever?
You'd be very disappointed.
I know, it's like 15
You leaf through them.
I know, you leaf through them fairly lively, don't you?
It's over.
Yeah.
The only magazine that I always thought was worth buying was Vanity Fair.
Yes.
Brilliant journalism, great stories, a lot of like great writing in it.
The boob magazines, are the boob magazines still on the go?
Boob magazines? Surely not.
The lads and the boobs and the...
Oh, lads, mags, what were they all called?
Loaded.
Nuts. Loaded.
FHM.
Nuts.
GQ
is still on the go, right?
That's not lads.
They've all... it used...
Yeah,
I think it was more and it's cleaned up its act a bit.
I found a load of my brother's magazines, not like they were hidden away or whatever. I think he'd moved out and he had a stack of them. And I went through them all. I went through every single one of them, but I went through them cover to cover. Went through them, read all the interviews.
Lads.
Because obviously in those magazines, they have the big glossy pictures of your ones.
Yeah.
But they have the interviews with them as well. But actually one of them that he had, in fairness to him, the ones that he had, and he had the same brand over and over again, they actually weren't... They were all just in bikinis and shit. There was no actual nipples.
Right.
And I was like, God. I was like, even his porn's fucking boring. Fucking hell. I'm like looking. It's like, live a little love. But I loved it for the interviews. And I loved looking at the pictures of them as well. Like,
even
gorgeous.
His porn is boring, though. That's the quote of the day. Oh, that's brilliant.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, could have been one of my brothers or not.
Hypothetically. Come
I said he was
on,
clean.
Your Honour.
He was clean.
Your Honour.
Boringly. Because you'd love to find some scandal in your brother. Nothing.
No, nothing. Anyway, we have to go, love. I hate to tell you. Would you believe it?
Thanks so much for listening. Now, we will say to you, thank you so much, because our live show in Edinburgh has sold out. So we've added another one.
We've added another one. Please come, because we don't have long to sell it.
We don't have long to sell it. And we've get on our other shows, then our other live shows that we have in Ireland as well. Thanks, Emil.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Adios.